told you guys I'm way behind on this email thing. I'm buried. I'm so far behind. Don't stop writing. You want to write. Um, it's cathartic for me sometimes, and it gives me good ideas. So it motivates me. You guys motivate me a lot of times. So I hope I can return that favor. I hope I'm doing that, successfully achieving that at least some level, at least occasionally or more often than not. I would hope. Uh, Anyhow, Brother Travis here. Brother Travis, he's 41. He's had open heart surgery, and he's all healed up, recuperated, recovered, and he could get back into the gym. So he gets back into the gym. He's trying to at least get back to where he was, having a hell of a time at. Lifetime natural guy, bodybuilder, and he can't get there. He can't get there. He's drawing up short. He just can't get there. And you would think, with everything working better than it did previously or had been, prior to they finding the problem that he's going to have the heart surgery to repair, that he's going to actually be able to do a little bit better. But he's having a hard time, so he goes and he gets some blood work done. Turns out his test level is in the shitter. His test level is 100 and something. So his test level is low. Now he's anti-steroid, and with steroids, it's a broad spectrum of drugs. And I'm not here to talk about that spectrum. I'm only talking about one, and that's a hormone. It's a synthetic version of a hormone that is chiefly responsible for us being the men that we are, or we're brought into this world as, and that's testosterone. So he's very, very low. Now, he has always been a lifetime natural and anti-steroid. So he doesn't like that idea. He never had any intentions of even considering taking testosterone or anything else. So what's he going to do? He feels like crap. The test level in the 100 something, the low 100s, it's 117 or something. So a test level this low, dude, it's so low, in fact, and that his doctor, knowing what he's been through and everything else that keeps track of his health, recommends that he goes on TRT and has actually prescribed it. He's actually already prescribed it, and the brother's already gotten a call from the pharmacy that it's sitting there and it's in there for him. The doctor called it in and it's there. Now he's having second thoughts and hesitating because of all the demonization about this, that he's afraid that he's going to compromise his health and take risks with his health, which obviously now, after going through what he's just been through, he ain't trying to do. And I completely understand that. So what advice could I give him? Man, if your doctor knows, and 117 is like so low. Now, we don't know where he's trying to put you or how low the dose is going to be. I'm sure he's not trying to put you some crazy place, right? So he's your doctor that's seen you through all this, the rest of it. He should probably be able to have some kind of an idea of what the hell he's doing. If he's recommending it, then I would probably weigh very heavily on his recommendation, and I would figure if this is a guy that diagnosed the heart problems and saved your life, I would figure he probably knows what he's talking about. And then on the other hand, it's completely going to be up to you, man. It is totally your decision. It'll have jack shit to do with my opinion. You already know what my opinion is. My opinion is I'm only going to compromise my quality of life so much. Yeah, now this is too much, right? My size, all this muscle, for an old guy, if it came down to it, that this was risking my health, really was, and it really actually came down to it, that it was like, look, dude, you're either going to have to scale down for real, like drastically, or you either walk around 210 at 5'11ish, or, which means I'm actually a little taller, I'm under 6. If you got to walk around at 210 or thereabouts, or you're going to die, then guess what? I'm walking around at 210. But I'm not in that boat. I'm nowhere near in that boat. In fact, my doctor my doctor told me I'm so healthy And he was so like amazed that he even brought somebody else in to look at me. He told me so much good shit about my health and how unusually, uncommon this is for me at my age group to be in the percentage he told me that I actually occupy health-wise, that it made me lose almost confidence in him. I was thinking, I don't know about that, but yeah, so, I don't know. But so I don't believe I'm going to be faced with that dilemma or problem. But I will say this: if if I were going to be, if I could make it to 100, but I'm going to be in really bad physical condition, and I'm going to be dragging ass really bad. I'm going to be frail and fragile, and I'm going to be hobbling around, on a cane or on a walker, and my quality of life is going to be really poor. Or I could only make it to, look, and people are going to flip out of this, or I could only make it to 70-ish and stay, really fully functioning and everything like I am today. I don't have to be this big, but completely functioning so that I can still go out and have a life. I can still have sex. I can still, all these things I can still do. I can go up and I can chop wood. I can carry logs down. I can, yeah, sure, I'm not going to do it as well, but if I could still do all that, but I'm only going to make it in my 70s, then you know what? I'm thinking we're all going to go sometime. Would I rather go in my 70s, or would I want to go ahead and make it to 100 and be in like really, really compromised physical condition and barely able to move around? I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know that I want to do that. And I'm a guy that's old enough now that I am looking at my mortality. And I'm not trying to leave any, and go anywhere any too quickly, but I don't know that I want to do that. No, I don't have to look like this, but I don't know. Somewhere there's a line that eventually I will come to, and we will all, and each and every one of us we're going to get there. It's not just me. It ain't just me. I'm just the guy talking about it right this second. You're going to get there too, Travis, brother, and everybody else out there. We're all going to get there. There's going to be a line someplace where we're going to have to say, this is the minimum quality of life that's acceptable to me for me to live. There's going to be a line somewhere one day. It may change, maybe from this perspective there's a line, and maybe when you get there, the line keeps moving further away, or opens up more and allows more, of your health to degrade, and you're still going to be happy because you'd still rather be alive. So I don't know. And like in your particular circumstance, I'm not trying to bring you down, and I'm trying to be morbid, talking about mortality and death and all this old shit. But you're going to have to decide for yourself. Can you continue the way you are? Is it good enough? Or, is it worth to go ahead and accept that this is a medication, especially in this circumstance at 117 or so, this is a medication. And if it's treatable, and if, your doctor, maybe get another opinion, maybe get your second opinion. And I hope your doctor's a cardiologist, right? Make sure, get a couple opinions, consult with a couple people, tell him your fears, or her, your fears, and see if any colleagues will chime in, step in and talk to you over the phone or consult with you or whatever, to assure you that, you're not the only guy, and that this is totally safe and will not compromise your lifespan or your health or any other thing. If it's a medication and you can take it and your life's going to be better for it, quality of life's going to be better, you're going to be healthier for it, then that's all on the positive side. That's all the pro side for you to look at and weigh. Having heart surgery, that would be scary to me. Now, I do have a brother, Joe, that trains up here, Shrewsbury Golds here in PA. And he has an incredible physique, and he's a lifetime natural. And he had a bypass or something, or valve put in his heart. I think, yeah, he had a valve put in his heart. And I intend to do an interview with him on that topic. But he's in better shape now than he was prior to having the valve, because with the problem he had with his valve, he couldn't even get a pump anymore. He was like so lackluster, no energy. His O2 uptake was vastly reduced. And he had, huge surgery, and he's like so much better for it. Of course, he's still natural. He's anomaly. He's 58, I believe, and he's the most muscular guy that's 58 years old I've ever seen. You guys will meet him, and he is for 100%. He's natural, lifetime natural. So I don't know. It's totally up to you. It's totally, because it's your life. It's your life. Can you be satisfied with the way you feel and the way you function today without it? Or are you willing to try, based on the recommendation of your doctor and whatever other doctors you consult with, and see how it goes? Gather information, people that have come through similar situations and trials as yourself, that may have been in the same place, in the same condition, and were prescribed TRT, legit TRT. So there's a lot to consider. Nobody could make that decision, or really, but you, because you're the guy that'll own that, But the stigma that's been attached to it, that shit, it's time for that to die. It's time for that to die. I get so many emails from brothers that are getting up there in age, and they have low testosterone, and they feel like hell. They're tired all the time. They're run down all the time, and life's beating the shit out of them more than it should, because their test levels are low, and they're legit. So, doctors are realizing more and more that this is a disease, and it is an illness, and it is treatable. Again, I'm not talking about the crap that most guys that are on gear are doing in gyms. I'm talking about legit TRT. It's a medical condition, and if you had anything else wrong with you and they prescribed a medication that was going to improve the quality of your life, there wouldn't be a stigma attached to it, would there? Right? And I'm going to say this. If you were a woman and you identified your gender as a man, well, by God, they'll definitely give you some testosterone, so much of it that you'll start to look like a man. And they better not. There can't be any stigma, because you can't be hating on them and stuff for that. They've got every right in the world. It's their right. They identify as a man, and you better give them that testosterone. And you ain't even asking for as much as they're going to give them, I don't believe. But same thing if you were a man, you wanted to be a woman, you identified as a woman. They're going to give you, estradiol or estrogen, whatever the hell they give you, to make you into as much as they can. They're not going to make you into a woman. Your XY chromosome for life. You're legit. You ain't going to get no XX shit going on. But they will give you enough synthetic hormone, to make you look like, as much as they can a female, right? And that's all fine and well. And even if you're a female now and you're going through, that time in life, or maybe you're not, you just have issues, you have hormonal issues and imbalances and deficiencies, and they can prescribe you hormone treatment and put women on hormone treatment, and it definitely improves their quality of life. There's no stigma attached there, right? Nobody says anything. And then if you really want to know the kicker, what they give them more often than not today, probably 8 out of 10 times, they give them testosterone. They don't give them estrogen, because that causes a lot of problems, cancer, all kind of horse shit. It becomes much more of a possibility at particular ages. They give them super low test. Super low test. You doubt it? Google it. You can got a computer at your fingertips, Google everything, doubters. But no stigma there. But God forbid a man, he doesn't want to feel like, all kind of diminished function and every other thing, because his test level is lower than it would have been had he lived 100 years ago, 50 years ago, before we had all these toxins and pollutants and shit in our food and all kind of crap we don't even know about, shit in the air, passing through us all day long, all these radio frequency waves and microwaves and all this other horse shit, right? Ruining our test levels, and God knows what else it's doing to us. That's just what we know. But man needs legit TRT. There's some kind of stigma attached. You know. But would you have it be any other way in this society today? It's just par for the course. Par for the course. Yeah. You can hate on everybody, but I mean, you can't hate on anybody else. But certain things, man, society still wants to hate on you for. You know what I mean? Because you're a man. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to get started on this horse shit. You guys take care. Have a great evening. I'll see you again shortly, I hope.